I'm not black. I'm African.
Is that not black?
No.
Oh.
It's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? I came in a plane. They came in chains. Yeah. I'm passenger in their cargo.
If you know that you are not a South African citizen, may you please stand up and leave our hospital. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. If you are not a South African citizen, please leave our hospital.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I told you guys just how influential foundational black Americans are. We influence the world, man. Everybody watch what we do, and we move the needle. They're waiting to see our next move. So now we decide to delineate and shut the door, close the windows. We making everybody ring the doorbell. Now you got to knock on the door, and we got to check your papers before we let you in. We got to see what you about. We have no more open door policy where anybody could just come in, put on our robes, eat our steak, and put their feet up on the table, bang our women. Just do anything you want to do, right? Just anything you want to do, right? And there's no repercussions for it. There's no questions asked. No more of that. No more of that. No more of that. We ain't doing that no more. We shut the door, right? And we asking questions, right? But what I've noticed is overseas in London, they're doing the same thing. I'm seeing Jamaicans go after Nigerians, saying that the Africans, the Ghanaians are coming in there trying to take their culture that they created. They're talking about they had an ethnogenesis. But in Africa itself, Ghanaians want Nigerians out of the country. They're accusing them of selling drugs. They're accusing them of being wild. They want them, they keep coming here not being citizens, and they don't want them around. In South Africa, South Africans don't want foreigners in their country. They running up in hospitals, checking papers, getting you up out of there, right? I mean, in Kenya got Indian people there charging Kenyans to even drive down the road. But yet, they come here and try to talk down on us and try to talk like you outdoing us and say very disparaging things about black Americans, and all they ever want to bring up is African booty scratcher, but they never talk about their country.
So, we want Nigerians to go back to their country. Ghana is for us. Ghana is not for any foreigner. No Igbo man can come to this country and intimidate us. This country belongs to us. President Mahama, you came for Ghanaians. You said Ghana first. You said you came for the youth. Please, take action now. Thank you.
I don't know. Unite me. We can't be dealing with the legal criminals that we are having in Ghana and be dealing with Nigerians to grow. So Nigerians, the government, the politicians have to do something about it. If they know that they are taking money from Nigerians, they better return it and do something about it. And the immigrations, they should stop giving Nigerians Ghana passports. They should stop.
Nigerian, who will be close, you go to your country, go back to your country and go and kill your fathers and your sisters, criminals, exploiters. You will go to your country back. Nigeria must go. Mr. President must go.
Scamming, kidnapping, I need to come. I come to Ghana. I need to say on my ID. I say on my phone now. I say on my tablet. I say on my dipa. It's Ghana for me. I'm my colony in I saw what I come to Ghana. I just I'm with the fee. A fee no one come man. Ghana man, you
You see, the Nigerians, don't nobody want Nigerians in their countries, right? I seen a video in Uganda where Nigerians was in Uganda and they wanted them out, right? But in Ghana, they not playing, right? How come they don't ever come here and talk about this? They come here automatically and start talking down on us. Well, we've had an open door policy for everybody. Nigerians, Ghanaians, people from Senegal, Liberia, everywhere, right? Nobody's running for their life when they come here to America, right? Okay, we called you African booty scratcher, but that was it. After we got past that, y'all was accepted into the community. Y'all lived in the community with us. Y'all wasn't running for y'all life. Y'all went to school with us, everything. So man, stop the bull crap. But in y'all countries, y'all got this stuff going on. We ain't never did that in the streets, protesting against Nigerians or Ghanaians or Cameroonians or Senegalese people, trying to get them ran out of the country. We never done nothing like that. Even when an African came here and did harm to a foundational black American, we've never done nothing like that. But y'all come here and say those disparaging things about us. But then in South Africa ain't playing. Y'all don't believe me? Look at this.
If you know that you are not a South African citizen, may you please stand up and leave our hospital. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. If you are not a South African citizen, please leave our hospital. You need to go and seek medical attention from a private facility, not here anymore.
We are supporting March in March organization. We have started already here to activate hospitals, and the message is very clear. We don't want foreign nationals, documents, no documents.
This is specifically to the MECs of health and the Minister of Health. Stop threatening us with prison. Stop threatening us with prison. It's either you join us in this fight, not unless niyohlangana nemambe ephuza umhluzi. Good morning, my good doctors. How are you? How are you, my good doctors? Anyone who's not a South African citizen, just because of this side, please stabilize them. After they've been stabilized, you can discharge them.
Even while they are still waiting for their passport here and living in here in South Africa, the kind of behavior that they put up, some of them put up here in this country, is not. And nobody would like a foreigner to do that in their country. And so definitely the citizens will react to such behaviors and characters. Sometimes, just sometimes, we see these angry reactions by the citizens and we blindly conclude that they are racism, xenophobia, and etc., etc. But deep inside, would you like your own country to be abused by foreigners like this? Let me make this example. You came to my house hungry and homeless, and I had food for two, and so I offered you food and gave you a place to lay your head. And now you gain a little ground and you start selling cocaine and drugs to my children. What do you expect from me? A smile? No, how do you want me to react in this matter? To smile at you? Definitely no. And now when the citizens begins to react against this lawlessness by foreigners, they don't tend to tell the truth, the actual truth to people back home. All that they say is, oh, they hate foreigners. They don't want us in their country. They are jealous of us living in their country and then prospering. Really? You're talking about prosperity? Look at this. You call selling illegal drugs to youth to make money as prosperity? You call trafficking children as means of making money as prosperity? You rob and steal people's properties as means of making money. You
know what I've noticed with Nigeria, bro?
I don't understand, bro.
Nigeria is extremely underdeveloped, bro. Because there's no Nigerian...
There's no rugby team.
There's no Nigerian golfers.
I've never seen
There's no Nigerian... They shop at this wire.
And I think they can cook there by rugby also.
They can.
They can. I think there is a rugby team.
No, there isn't.
Nah, I don't think they do have.
Even if it's there, it's very weak for sure. Yeah, it's weak.
There is one.
But if it was there, we would know it. Nigeria is underdeveloped, bruh. You know, for you to do well in sports, you must have a very well-structured country.
Yeah.
Because for people to dominate the sports, there must be a lot of financial investments in that sport. So South Africa doing well is a reflection of the country's infrastructure.
Investment.
In rugby, I mean, bro.
You know what's funny and sad at the same time? Everywhere you look now, you're seeing the same thing. Ghanaians protesting for Nigerians to leave their country, and South Africans shouting that Nigerians and other Africans should go back home. And I keep thinking, do these people even remember history? Because this isn't the first time Ghana has done something like this. In 1969, Ghana's government ordered what they called the Aliens Compliance Order. Over 200,000 West Africans, most of whom were Nigerians, were forced to leave overnight. Families lost everything: businesses, homes, children's education, all gone. And guess what happened next? Ghana's economy collapsed. Their shops were empty, trade suffered, and they went into deep recession. Then just a few years later, in 1983, when Nigeria was facing its own economic pressure, we also asked undocumented Ghanaians to return home. And that's when you saw the famous Ghana must go bags. But even after that, when Ghana's lights went out, it was Nigeria that sent electricity from our grid. When they needed trade and oil, Nigeria opened its doors again. We helped them rise back up. What of South Africa? That one hurts even more, because during the apartheid, when black South Africans were being beaten up and silenced, it was Nigeria that stood up for them. We funded the African National Congress, gave scholarship to South African students, and even led international campaigns to isolate the apartheid government. Nigeria lost money, influence, and even lives fighting for their freedom. But look at it today. South Africans attacking Nigerians in xenophobic violence, burning shops, blaming us for their unemployment, calling us criminals. It's really heartbreaking and painful to watch. Well, maybe it's time for our leaders to wake up, because the real issue isn't just how others treat Nigerians abroad. It's why Nigerians keep living in the first place. If we had a country that truly worked with good healthcare, steady light, jobs, security, and justice, nobody would be rushing to Ghana or South Africa looking for survival. Our leaders need to build Nigeria that values its people, fix our schools, repair our roads, support young entrepreneurs, eradicate corruption, create policies that make living here feel like a privilege and not a punishment. Because the truth is, when Nigeria works, Africans will respect us again. We don't need to beg for space anywhere else. We just need to build a country that makes us proud to stay.
So while we're in America saying, listen, we need to have our own identity, right? You know, some of our people say they're not of African descent. Some of us do. I'm one of the brothers. I say that we are of African and indigenous descent. They brought our people here. They brought some of our people here, and some of our people was already here. Right? FBA's and lineage, we don't all agree on everything, but I'm one of the people that says, no, we do have African DNA. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Right? But we are our own people. We had our own ethnogenesis. We have our own culture. We created our own culture here in the last 500 years. Right? We are damn near older than a lot of those. First of all, we're older than those countries. A lot of those tribes that was amalgamated and put together by the Europeans, by Frederick Lagarde and all those other groups that was there that moved them people around and shifted them to different places on what the Arabs did before the European even got there, right? We know what Mansa Musa did in the back then during the Ghanaian Empire, and how all those marauders and invaders came in and start pushing all those people around, man, and running people up into the Arab nations to be slaves. We already know this stuff, man. So, man, y'all can miss me with that. Most of y'all don't have birth certificates or any of that, because y'all don't even know where your family come from. The land you on now, your family don't even come from that land. We know where we come from for the last 400 to 500 years. Right? So now, man, miss me with that stuff. But then we see that y'all got this going on over there, right? I mean, it gets real heavy. Then we go over to Kenya, and you got the wealthy Indian people in Kenya not even allowing the Africans to go down the road, to even go down certain roads. Now, I'm not making this video to disparage or make fun of Africans. Y'all know, George, I don't do that. I'm not into the arguing between the foundational Black Americans and tethers. I'm making this video to make a point that you guys can't come here and disrespect us when you got all this stuff going on in your own homeland, right? You need to be cleaning this stuff up in your homeland. That's what you need to be doing before you come over here and part your lips and say anything about us.
I'm not the problem. This is riparian land. You have no right to construct here and block. You connect it to public land. You're from 6 meters from riparian land. You cannot privatize public resource. You can't. This is public resource. You can't.
If Kenyans are not careful, the country will start looking like South Africa. Especially Nairobi. It's like on a speed lane to becoming the next Cape Town. Yo, we're gonna start feeling like second-class citizens in our own country. This is why colonization happened. Kenyans are so welcoming, so nice, just want to be in harmony. Like, you can't do that anymore. I mean, there's an all-white town in South Africa that the real South Africans can't even access. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And you can't tell me neo-colonialism is not well on its way. I mean, it's already happening anyway. And then gentrification. I mean, half of the business, not even half, almost all businesses right now are like foreign owned. Nothing is Kenyan anymore. Even properties are in USD. Like, they're already buying up lands, properties because it's cheaper. Oh, and then what to wacha wakuje wa buy, or like wacha wakuje wa, let's say, businesses. Just wait until you can be able to afford anything in your own country. Just wait. And this will all lead to indigenous groups being displaced. I'm telling you, if you're not careful, nothing at all is catering to Kenyans anymore. It's even easier for Mzungu to get a Kenyan passport than an actual Kenyan. Make it make sense. All I'm saying is Wazungu warudi kwao. I just think Wazungu need to rudi kwao. And then 2027. Just wait until you're in line with Wazungu's voting. Because the West is collapsing, now they're coming to our countries. And they're going to gentrify out of that place. Borders ifungwe sasa. Borders ifungwe.
So if you're not a tether, you guys have to do a better job in calling out the Africans that disrespect us. You guys have to start holding those Africans accountable that only want to talk about African booty scratching. Don't talk about the way that we supported you guys and open up our arms for you guys and fought for you guys. You guys need to do a better job of telling the history, right? When those African snakes come over here, you guys got to intercept them before they even get out to the mainstream for us to see them. Right? Okay, yeah, when you was young, we called you African booty scratcher. We did. Right? But we called each other African booty scratcher. That was our way of ingratiating you into the culture. We talked about everything we called you guys. We called ourselves that first. Right? But it seemed like that's the only thing that you guys talk about. Right? I remember we made Coming to America. Right? 2 foundational black American men depicting a story about Africa. Nobody was showcasing Africa the way the black Americans was. It was in our music. It was in our movies. It was in everything, right? We had the red and black African medallions. We had everything. Nobody was highlighting and showcasing Africa more than us. How come, what's funny? How come y'all never, ever talk about that part? All y'all talk about is the African booty scratcher. You never talk about how we celebrated Africa. Even when the movie Wakanda came out, everybody went and got their kente cloth and threw their kente cloths on and was going to watch the Wakanda movie. How come that stuff never come up? Because you guys see us in a negative light, and that's the only thing you ever talk about. You never talk about none of the other stuff that we knew damn near more about African culture than our own. So now we found out that wasn't respected and it was neglected. So now we separated and we building our own stuff, right? We building our own stuff. We creating our own identity. And now all of a sudden you're upset. No, you guys had one job, and that was to check your people, and you wouldn't do it. So now we over here. But y'all, man, listen, foundational black Americans up. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this video. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like. Make sure everybody that watches this video, if you made it to the end, leave a comment, right? Whether good or bad, and hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button, right? So these videos can get out there, right? You made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.